The U.S. government must do all it can to disrupt the industrial level of drug production currently taking place in Syria. If it does not, we risk permitting the narco state of Assad to become a permanent fixture in the region. To this end, I've included House Provision 1064 in the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2022. This provision will require an interagency strategy to disrupt and dismantle the narcotics production, trafficking, and affiliated networks linked to the Assad regime in Syria. I urge the conference committee to concur in this House provision as the House and Senate begin to work out the differences in the NDAA for the coming fiscal year. This is only a first step in a longer battle to bring peace and stability to Syria and the greater region. Since 2011, Syria has been plagued by a conflict that's brought devastation to its people and the region. Millions of people have been displaced, and much of the country has been laid to waste as the regime of Bashar al-Assad has battled to regain control of the country from various militias and armed groups. Assad committed to burn his country down rather than submit to a more open society. In addition to regularly committing war crimes against his own people, Assad in Syria has now become a narco state. Since 2018, narcotic production and trafficking in Syria and among its neighbors has become more expansive and widespread. This started as one aspect of the Syrian war economy, as armed groups engaged in the production and distribution of narcotics to arm themselves, particularly with a drug that induced stamina and mania while in battle. The current epicenter of the drug trade in the territory controlled by Assad has all the chemical ingredients needed to produce these synthetic drugs being sourced worldwide before then crossing the border from Lebanon, Jordan, and Iraq. These drugs largely Captagon. Once produced, this Assad-assembled poison is exported to three main destinations: North Africa, the Arabian Peninsula, and Europe. Available data indicates that Europe mainly serves as a transit route for narcotics, as evidenced by the 2020 seizure of Captagon in Italy worth over $1.1 billion. Unless we work with our like-minded partners to first hinder the narcotics trade and replace it with a working system of institutions that serve the Syrian people, then Assad will add the title drug kingpin to his existing one of a leading mass murderer.